What's going on, guys? Sorry for the lateness, but I just came out of the hospital with Lockett. He's doing fine. He has to do surgery, I believe, but
Good
he's
to hear.
doing good. So I had to fly in from DC back to New York real quick. So sorry
Very
for the
nice.
lateness, but we got Tim, we got Dula, we got Josh, the original crew. So what's going on, Tim? What's the subjects about?
Oh, listen, man, we got some good stuff today. I just want to say, Fogman wasn't able to come today. What happened was he got stuck at the Philadelphia Eagles game in the bathroom. So what he did was he put his picture on some toilet paper. They put it in the mail, and it flew right to me. So I'm gonna be his picks later. So Fogman will be here next week. He'll be here next week joining. But we have a good show today. It's Wild Card Weekend. This is what we all been waiting for. The pros is that in Fury, all our teams are in the playoffs. This is the first time all our team majority is in the playoff, which is a good thing. So we're gonna have fun with that. The bad part is, in 2 months, football is done. Then it's the off season, then it's the
Man.
draft. So we go through those things, but
Takes so long to get
we're
here,
gonna
and it goes
start.
by so fast.
Yeah, yes, but hey, all our teams in the playoffs, so we're gonna have fun with this. We're gonna start off with Michael Floyd, who was just in trouble for DUI. He gets released by the Arizona
I
Cardinals.
think you
Then gets
mean Michael Floyd.
Michael Floyd, arrested for DUI, gets released, then picked up by the New England Patriots. He had a nice touchdown, had a key block for Elderman to get a touchdown. With the addition of Michael Floyd and also Amendola coming back now from injuries, can the Patriots win it all without Gronkowski? I think they can. I think they have a nice role for Floyd because he's a big receiver. I trust Bill Belichick. He has Deion Lewis, another weapon. He has LeGarrette Blount. Okay, I don't see what the issue is.
Yeah, I was just looking at the stats, and it's funny too because Tom Brady, he actually weeks through 10 and 10 through 15, he didn't have a rating above 117. But these past
Right.
2 weeks, week 16 and 17, when they actually acquired Michael Floyd, he hasn't had a rating below 124. And he's been consistent with 3 touchdowns a game. So I think it does more than just add a name to the wide receiver corps for the Patriots. It gives Tom Brady and Belichick more confidence and more opportunities for the passing game, which is exactly what they need right now when they're missing Gronkowski. So as long as that they can game plan wisely and strategically, and they're going to have to damn near plan a perfect defensive scheme throughout the whole playoffs with the personnel that the Patriots do have. But if they can, this offense, is clearly going to take off and possibly be the best offense, possibly next to the Packers, but we'll have to wait and see. But right now, yes, I would fear the Patriots as the best offense right now in the playoffs.
Floyd is a big body. He's 6'3", 220. He has some wheels. I think his problem was inconsistency in Arizona. He just can never – when they drafted him to be the heir apparent to Fitz, and he just couldn't – whether it be J.J. Nelson or John Brown or whoever, he just couldn't beat him out. There's a role for him in New England. Otherwise, I would have taken him off of waivers and took the rest of his contract for the remainder of the year. It's a pretty straightforward answer. Of course, there's a role for him. As long as Tom Brady's the quarterback and Bill Belichick is the coach, they'll find ways to get him the ball. And you may even see him. You may not see his impact. He may not light it up for 10 catches, 150 yards, but you really don't need him to. He would do what he did. Make a few plays on those running plays, make blocks. He can block downfield. And listen, you got yourself one hell of a catch.
And listen, with Bill Belichick, he could turn anything suspect to anything great. He's been known to do that. And I think they're going to be a good team.
I just wanted to add a couple things about Floyd. I mean, I haven't seen Michael Floyd with that much resiliency in those 3 yards it took him to score when Edelman went crazy over the goal line. I haven't seen that much fight from Michael Floyd in the past 3 years. So this might be a huge eye-opener and a blessing for both Floyd to realize he effed up, and he's got to count his blessings right now that Belichick took him in. So this could work out for both of them very well.
Hey, listen, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Della.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing has happened time and time again with receivers. Go back to Chris Carter. He gets caught.
Yeah, right.
And, it's a blessing in disguise. Countless players. Javon Walker was one of those. Corin Robinson a long time ago was one of those. Sometimes something happens and you get smacked in the face and you're shown the door. Maybe he's looking at this as, listen, no one could have claimed me. I may have been out of a job. This may have been it.
Yeah,
and listen,
eye-opener for sure.
A change of scenery for everybody does wonders. Sometimes, you can't just call it quits on one guy for waiting.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I see that Vic has a point to make. If Bennett can stay healthy, they're good. And Randy just said Belichick can turn anything suspected to greatness. He's quoting one of you guys. Carry on.
Oh, hey, listen. Yeah, we all know. Listen, they're loaded. They got Gronkowski will not be missed. They're loaded, and it's like I was trying to say before. Sometimes a change of scenery helps a player. Just because he looks bad on one team don't mean that he's gonna look bad on another team. It's a totally different surrounding. You're playing with a different type of team. This is Bill Belichick and the Patriots. They get the best out of you. So, especially with Bennett, he's still a top tight end. So I don't see a loss at all. I think they could do it all without Gronkowski. Next one. Should the Houston Texans be worried about Connor Cook at quarterback?
Absolutely not.
I knew it, Della. Della, you are draft guru. I knew you were going to say that.
Listen, the Raiders want McGloin to play, and if McGloin isn't healthy, the Raiders are right now sitting in their box office seats right now.
Can I sprinkle a little hope for the Raider fans? A little bit hope for the Raider fans. A little sprinkle, little sprinkle.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Okay. All right. The notable quarterbacks who played for Michigan State: Kirk Cousins.
Right. Okay.
Experience. Okay.
I see where you're trying to go with this.
Brian.
Sorry, what's my boy name from the Chiefs? The backup quarterback from the Chiefs. Nick
Turner
Foles.
in the past.
No, Nick Foles. Excuse me, Nick Foles. Okay, Michigan State. You got Drew Stanton, who hasn't played yet. All right. Now here's the thing. Connor Cook was. I mean, I know you spoke about him last year, Della. Connor Cook could have been a second-round pick quarterback. I recall you saying that he could have been a steal, but something was wrong with it. They scared a lot of teams that he got with the fourth pick. They got picked in the fourth round. So what I'm saying is this: Dak Prescott, he shocked us all. Like whatever scouts said he was Team Tebow, you don't scout for me no more, please. My thing is this. All right, I'm looking at his numbers from Michigan State. Thrown for 24 touchdowns. The most picks he ever threw was 7. So it tells me that he takes care of the ball. I know this is the NFL. I know it's a different level, but he didn't look that bad connecting with his receiver. Now, the only thing I say is I think he could throw that ball. I think he has a nice deep ball. I think he's very accurate. It's just getting in tune with those receivers. Now, think about it. We're talking about the Houston Texans, who has a worse quarterback issue than what the Raiders have. We're talking about giving a guy $72 million for playing 7 games, and you F that up. We're talking about a guy named Savage who's out with a concussion. So, wow. Savage should have been the starting quarterback, but he's not the starting quarterback because he has a concussion. But the $72 million quarterback is the starter because of that. I think they have a shot. There's no J.J. Watt. J.J. Watt is not there. I mean, they still have a good defense, but Never know. Hey, Josh.
He's
I know
got more of an upside in the future, but come on, like right now, he's talking about the 7 interceptions that he had in college. He already had 2 turnovers in one half of football.
Oh, he's friends. Wait a minute. Where's Coop at? Hey, Coop, I know you're watching, Coop. I know Victor's watching. Wait a minute. Jeff Hostler. Remember him? The backup guy? I'm just saying. I didn't say Super Bowl. I'm just saying beating the Texans 1 game. That's what I'm saying. Maybe.
No.
A little sprinkle. No? All right.
No. Let me tell you why. Does anyone remember the last time Connor Cook started a game? I'll remind you. It was in the playoffs against Alabama, and his team got his ass dusted.
$38 Dollar General Bowl or something.
It was like the Alamo Bowl or something like that. It was a college playoff game, and Alabama took him to the shed. It was like 38-0. It wasn't even close.
No.
That's his last start, right? Connor Cook was supposed to be a first-round pick. Yeah, so was Dak Prescott at some point, and he fell too. Different reasons. Connor Cook fell because if you look at the short and intermediate routes, he wasn't that accurate. He wasn't that sharp. And he had some leadership issues. How are you a fifth-year senior? You're the quarterback. You're a 3-year starter. You're not the captain. What happened? Things that make you lose. Now listen.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
He beat Ohio State. He beat Michigan 4 years in a row. So now he won some big games in college, but when it mattered the most, last time I saw Connor Cook, it was brutal. It was a horrible outing. But now this is the big boy league. The Raiders traded up to get Connor Cook in the 4th round. I'm kind of puzzled by that still. I would figure they already had a young quarterback. Why add another one? But whatever floats their boat. They got it better than me, certainly. But no, I don't, because what you fail to realize, Tim, is you talk about Tom Savage, Brock Osweiler. Connor Cook doesn't have to face them. He has to face that defense. That defense is a top 5 defense. It could get ugly. Now, the only thing that's going to save him is that the Raiders also have a top-notch defense that could smack around Brock Osweiler. That's his only saving grace right now. Otherwise,
just to do a quick plug-in, I believe it was Randy. Randy said the only hope for Connor if there's no film on me so I can surprise folks. Luck. Is there a chance that Connor may have something up his sleeves that is not on film?
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know how much. What is possible?
What's underneath my sleeves?
Listen. We have seen. Oh, Josh, I'm sorry. You have a comment, babe? You good?
I'm good. No, I'm not supporting Connor Cook at all. No, you go ahead.
Josh, I was gonna pick this up. Listen, I just have a feeling because the playoff surprises everybody. Somebody always comes. Listen. I'm gonna say right now, so I know what I'm about to say later on today. Records are out the window. Everybody zip. It don't matter what your record is. But I'm gonna say this: the Raiders have a nice supporting cast, a great supporting cast for Connor Cook. They got a great offensive line. They got a great receivers. Okay, they didn't have a defense. They didn't have a defense at all with Derek Carr either. But I don't think you're gonna have to go into a scoring match with the Houston Texans. I think it's just a little sprinkle. I think Connor Cook would do a better job than what Brock Osweiler would do on the Texans. And I think they have a chance to win this game with Connor Cook. So I'm saying, second round, different story.
I mean, I definitely trust Connor Cook on the Texans more than
all right, there you go. Some love.
Don't give me love. There you go. I'd be totally surprised if the Raiders get past the Texans in the wild card weekend. But after that, once Connor Cook goes against we'll have to see.
His last name would do good for him. Cooked.
I mean, he had 66% passing, but
I mean, it's pretty. Okay, that's it.
But the Broncos the defense they were, in the past.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah. So,
I totally agree with you.
So we'll have to see.
All right, we gotta move on, man. Before we move on, I just want to ask Sean. Sean, you there, Sean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see you with the Batman. I see you with the Batman shirt. Do you have your utility belt around you?
Maybe.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll try to be nice for this one. Okay. I want to do the honor. Are the Seattle Seahawks a better team than their past two teams that went to the Super Bowl? And I would love to answer that question. What do you say, Josh?
Question. I don't even know why
I was just clearing my throat. I apologize, Tim. You can go first.
This topic is trolling. Is trolling on me. So
no, wait, Sean. It's not trolling, Sean. No, Sean, listen to me, Sean. Okay. Hold on. Sean, right, show me some love.
Go ahead.
Show some love. This is not a trolling topic. It's a playoff topic. Now, here's the thing. Many of us have come and say the Seattle Seahawks are not a. Listen, y'all lost Earl Thomas. Okay, that's to me the best safety in the NFL. Quados, I'm sorry. Harrison Smith is not the best, not better than Earl Thomas. Stop it. Please stop it. So Earl Thomas is, to me, the best safety in the NFL. Okay. What did else the Seahawks had? They had a running game. They don't have that. I believe we all had said this before ESPN and Fox Sports that when they gave away Christine Michael, it was a dumb move because how you going to give away your insurance policy without seeing if your guys can last? They haven't even last. Post sites went out after the Patriot game.
Wait, but let's be. Christine Michael's in Green Bay now, and he's still the second or third.
Well, here's the thing, because Green Bay's an idiot. Why are you still using a wide receiver for a running back when you have a legitimate running back? You have a playoff running back. That's their problem.
Because one gets yards and the other one doesn't. That's why.
Well, we hadn't even seen nothing yet. He scored a touchdown, but that was it. Listen, I'll keep it very real. The thing is this, and I hate to say this, and I feel bad for Russell Wilson because he's going to have to carry this team through the whole postseason, something that he hasn't really done. The defense and the running game carry the Seahawks. Now it's going to be Russell Wilson on his own. And I just hate the criticism he's going to take if the Seahawks lose for him throwing 50 because he's playing a game that he hasn't even played like that. So to me, they're not the same team. I think, I'm not saying it yet. The Detroit Lions are a good matchup for the Seahawks this Sunday.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The running game has hampered this year compared to last year. The rushing yards is like a 677-yard difference. They're at 1591 this year compared to the 2268 they had last season. And I apologize about that. My dog is a little happy. I told him it was another year that Michael Vick didn't make the playoffs, so I apologize about the background noise.
Well played. That was well played.
So Russell Wilson has had to do more, obviously, with this year's Seahawks. You can tell in the total passing yards. Even with that O-line, he's scampered up 334 more passing yards this year. But the sack numbers is something to look at because you're talking about a mobile quarterback like Russell Wilson being able to escape the pocket, especially with a bad O-line. But his sacks the sacks increased from 37 to 42 this year. And that's huge. A number of 5 sacks is big, especially with, like I said, a guy that can scramble. It's huge. And then their touchdowns have definitely had a big difference from 49 down to 37 this year. And their turnover ratio went from +7 to only +1 this year. So it really isn't the Legion of Boom anymore, Tim. You know what it is, baby. Pew, 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 pew,
pew. Thank you. I mean, look, the only thing that got better with the Seahawks, I would say, is their receiving core. They got better at catching.
Also,
that's about it.
People would not give love to Earl Thomas. He was only, if people forget, last year he was only below Wagner and KJ Wright in tackles. So that's huge.
The Seattle Seahawks, an interesting case here. Rewind 3 years ago. They were playing in what was probably the most competitive division in football.
So it was.
Even the Rams at that point had a lot of potential. Fast forward 3 years later, the Seahawks are in the playoffs because all the other teams are bad. In fact, if you think about all the other teams, technically LA traded away their pick. It's, all 3 teams are picking in the top 12 picks. They're bad. Seattle won the division because everyone else is horrible. Let's be real. What does that say about their team? I could say one of two things. Pete Carroll is not dumb enough to, let go of guys. It's a matter of survival. He's a good enough coach to where he can get these guys to beat everyone else in a pretty bad division. I think a part of their problem is it's twofold. When Marshawn Lynch was wrecking shop, Marshawn Lynch was playing every game. Marshawn Lynch, they were healthy. Except for last season. He bowed out. Cool. They haven't been healthy. Thomas Rawls can't stay healthy. CJ Prossie, he's gone. They've been shuffling in and out running backs. They had Christine Michael, Alex Collins, whoever else, right? Couple that with the fact that, and I'll never say this again, I hate to say this, I never thought the Seahawks without Russell Okung could make such a big difference. Because that line went from average to bad very quickly. They haven't invested any resources in that offensive line. No real ones, better yet.
Is it the lowest paid offensive line in the league right now?
Come again?
Is it the lowest paid offensive line in the league right now?
Yeah, it's the lowest paid. And the reason why it's the lowest paid, which I don't disagree with, that's fine. But something's going to suffer. Is their defense,
picking your poisons.
Is their defense the same defense? No. Is it still a very good one? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Could it stop a lot of teams? Absolutely. Missing Earl Thomas means a lot, but they still got some players. So no, it's not the same team, but that's not a bad thing. The thing that's happening with the Seahawks is the same thing that happened with the 49ers and what's happening with the Cardinals, but not as much of the fast. It's not happening as fast as the other two. Hopefully, Seattle figures out a way to stop the bleeding at some point.
Yes, they're having a big impact.
I think they can.
You see now here's my thing. Okay, and the good thing they did was they signed Devin Hester, who's one of the best kick returners, punt returner of all time. They signed him. So you have that because Lockett is down. But the thing is this, and there's no shade on Seattle because, again, they're still going to be a dangerous team playing at Seattle regardless, but with that crowd noise. But, the front seven is the best thing they have. Before, it was that secondary. The secondary is gone. Now, in this playoff in the NFC, 4 teams, except Dallas, are a passing offense. So this is where you need Earl Thomas. Dallas is the only team that runs the ball where that front seven can stop it. That front seven is, to me, the best in the playoffs. But the secondary, that's where Mr. Sherman, Chancellor, they're going to have to control that. And that's the only 2 best players you have there. You got Shane. I don't even know who the other guy is. That's how bad is it. So you're playing against, you got Detroit. Okay. You got the Atlanta Falcons. Okay. You got the Packers. Those 4 teams pass the ball more than they run. And they got a hell of a good receivers. The Cowboys, don't get me wrong, we could pass the ball, but we're not a pass-first team. We got a rookie quarterback. That's something that we're not going to rush him to do. But when those other 4 teams, it's crazy. Don't get me wrong. Playing in Seattle is going to be hard. It's going to be tough. Detroit's going to have to put their big boy pants on and do what they had to do. But you know what I love? There is a certain young man returning back to Seattle where he got a name for himself. His name is Golden Tate. Golden Tate. Remember that name. Golden Tate knows that secondary. He knows their weakness. And when you got Golden Tate, Anquan Bolden, and Marvin Jones, and Ebron, that's a lot to cover. But we're going to see.
But before we move on to the next down, we use up a lot of time. Collins looked like a good running back. I think he's an up-and-coming running back.
Well, I thought both Collins and Procise were good picks that we're going to, along with the Raws, we're going to have a rotation, a very good one.
Mm-hmm.
They can't stay healthy.
First of all, you said
we got to move on. We got to move on, Tim.
Procise not even playing yet.
He's not playing.
Procise not even playing next week.
So Boris will be come back next year. But Collins, he looked like he might be that go-to running back for next year. That's future. Procise is good, but is the injury? I don't know if he can stay healthy for a whole season because that one hit and then down. It's like Is he going to be 100% next
Well,
year?
remember, he was a receiver at Notre Dame, so he's not used to taking hits. So he
Played 1 year football.
Yeah, okay. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. We'll be right back with a second down.